Still haven't tried the Loclicious all-natural hair care product line? Well, let's hear what the Lock community has to say about it.
I love how it sprays and how it feels, you guys. Like, it feels so good. And it smells amazing, you guys.
The Lock and Twist moisturizer was really good for me. The hydration mist was phenomenal.
This is the bomb, baby. I was really impressed, kind of blown away, and I think that if you're struggling, definitely go check them out.
And check out the 5-star reviews on our website. So, what are you waiting for? Go to Loclicious.com to start treating your crown like royalty.
Peace, family. I'm your sister with the curly braids, Vicki Dillard, and I'm pleased to be a contributor here on African Diaspora News Channel. Please make sure you give us a big thumbs up, and share this broadcast. I've got my homegirl look on today because I was running out and about. I wanted to make sure that I tapped in with our global international family here on our sister networks. Listen, family, you all know that we respect all of the different platforms we're on. Some of you have been not too pleased with us not getting real specific with a lot of the stuff that's happening, the global plague, you know what I'm talking about. However, dear family, I want you to know that we can still make our points and still speak on the impact of our people in judicious and intelligent more diplomatic ways, let's say. Somebody talk black to me. One of the things that I want to briefly share without getting into, because one of the things they can't ever get us on is being quote unquote conspiracy theories. But I found this breaking news interesting because mainstream media isn't discussing this. This is from the Wall Street Journal. And I want to emphasize that because it's interesting that when we, the new black media, tell our people in advance what's going on, they like to second guess us and vet us, which we should be vetted. But it's interesting that some of our people will vet us in a way that they would never vet the white mainstream conglomerates. Talk black to me. All we're saying is give that same kind of energy to the mainstream media outlets. Don't just take their word for it. Make sure that you check on them and check what they say. But nevertheless, beloved, we told you early on some of the objectionable parts of what was going on in the world and how we felt that, specifically for me, that I felt like that there should be a more comprehensive all hands on deck. Since this is such an important situation and such an important global situation, why is it that there is not a more inclusive hands-on approach with this? Well, it's interesting. Even though there have been alternative opinions, secondary opinions, tertiary opinions, other doctors and scientists outside of Dr. Fauci's circles and similar schools of thought, those scientists, those experts weren't given and treated as if they knew what they were talking about, right? Watch this. But what happens when somebody that works in the same building with the same phone number as Dr. Fauci comes forward and objects to the mandates and the you-know-what? Wall Street Journal, the reason why I specifically mentioned what I said before about how folks like to vet black media folks, but they won't vet white media outlets, print media, multimedia, cable, any of those outlets, is because some of you all take a deep sigh and you feel comfortable now that I said the Wall Street Journal said it. But listen, what did the Wall Street Journal say? Breaking news. The you-know-what mandate debate makes it to the federal agency where Fauci works. The NIH, workplace of Dr. Anthony Fauci, has scheduled a seminar of the ethics of mandates featuring a senior researcher who's pushing back. Listen, the debate over the mandates, and I'm using varying terms, the debate over the mandates is surfacing in an unlikely venue, the National Institutes of Health, that's the NIH. It says that the sprawling federal research agency has led government efforts studying and battling you-know-what, including funding the development and testing of the you-know-what. Anthony Fauci, a top NIH scientist, has been a public face of the Biden administration's case for wider you-know-what mandates, including a federal one affecting the NIH's own staff. So the NIH's own staff is being affected by this. Watch this. The agencies is sparking controversy within his own workplace. But it says the agency's main bioethics department has scheduled a December 1st live stream roundtable session over the ethics of mandates. The seminar is one of 4 agency-wide ethics debates this year, accessible to all of the NIH's nearly 20,000 staff, as well as patients and the public, organizers said. Watch this, y'all. David Wendler, the senior NIH bioethicist who's in charge of planning the session, says it's an important hot topic. He also says that there is a lot of debate within the NIH about whether or not these mandates are appropriate. Why didn't Fauci tell us that there was infighting amongst his own workplace while he was doing all of these public interviews? Why didn't your Joy Reid, your Roland Martin types, your Donna Lemonades, your Rachel Maddows, your Lester Holtz, your Anderson Coopers, your Chris Cuomo's and the like ask him these questions? A federal court of appeals on Saturday temporarily blocked Biden's administration rules, which I did a show on that on one of my other platforms. I specifically talked about that last week, by the U.S. Labor Department's requiring private employers to ensure workers wear you know what or tested weekly. I'm skipping past that. Dr. Memoli, Memoli, who runs the clinical studies within the NIH's National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, he's going to make the case against the mandates. Guess what, family? Not only he's making a case against the mandates, he himself hasn't received the jab. Stay tuned for more. Do you believe us now? Do you have the courage to believe in your own intelligence? We've never said that this wasn't a real situation or pandemic. We've said that there's more ways to deal with it. And we're saying that you don't have to destroy people's careers, their livelihoods, their children's educational system, even though for Black folks, our educational system needs to be disrupted because we need to rely on our own selves. But how we've been mocked, how we've been subjected to what I call domestic economic sanctions, how you've silenced Black people, how you've silenced other Black intelligent experts, that must stop. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, family, at Vicki X Dillard. That's VICKI. Go to my website and be sure to join my personal email list at onpurposewithvicky.com. That's onpurposewithvicky.com. The link should be below, beloved. I am so excited about an upcoming collaboration also that I have with one of the foremost experts on the global pandemic, my brother Riza Islam. Stay tuned for that. You'll see information on my website at onpurposewithvicky.com and my Instagram page, my social media pages at Vicki X Dillard or Vicki Dillard. That's VICKI X Dillard or Vicki Dillard on all your social media platforms. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see you again.
Colonization never ended in the white supremacist system. And as we see today, the colonization is in the mind. Now, those who have been enslaved and those who have been colonized, we're still dealing with the remnants of that through the colonization of the mind. Pick up my book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, and we will help deprogram you from the colonization that was put upon you by generations and generations of white supremacy. You can pick it up today on Amazon.com.